H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Monday morning. Let me tell you something. You probably need to share this show. I'm telling you right now. Don't play around because I need your help. I want to know who went to some high school basketball, summer basketball. Let me know who went. I heard you was there, Melvin Dudes. You talking about your team lost the $1,000, whatever you're talking about. But I want to know what happened this weekend. Tell me. I'm giving y'all a chance. I'm opening up the forum. What happened in high school basketball, either in Dallas, wherever you from? What happened in high school basketball this weekend? Talk to me and let me know. Oh, man, it's just, y'all haven't really just been with y'all in a while. And I got so much stuff to share with you. Yes, about TSU. Matter of fact, we are going to the Tiger fans. They appreciate they've been accepted to the CIT postseason tournament bid versus Tarleton State. And we got to go up there tomorrow, Stevensville, Texas, at 6 p.m. on ESPN Plus. That's tomorrow night. We had a wait till I talk to y'all about the game. Fob, I thought you was coming down there, man. I can't believe you did me like that. But it was unique experience. Y'all got to understand. Ever since I've been calling the games, we've been winning. That's the first time I've experienced defeat. And in the finals against Grambling, a game I think we should have won. I'm serious. I just felt like we ran out of time, and we played so poorly in the first half, and couldn't overcome. We won the second half, but we didn't win by enough. So it's unique. We got so many. Zyterius Mortal got hurt. Kobe Granger didn't come on. And listen, I'm just giving it to you because it's happening all over the country. U of H is hurt. Everybody's hurt. Zyterius Mortal hurt. PJ Henry got hurt. He probably shouldn't even play that last game, but he tried to give it all he had for his team. And what else we had? But it was a unique, valiant fight. Those young men, I'm so proud. I'm more proud of this group than, I'm more proud of this group than the other two groups. The other two groups, they had such great insight. Our big guys were the leaders of the team. And it just was a different dynamic this year. And coaching was a factor. Coaching is a factor in every game, Herb. What you mean? Coaching was a factor. Coaching is a factor. I'm gonna let y'all, because I don't understand what he's saying. Coaching is a factor in every game. I thought. I don't know what games you. Coaching is a factor, ladies and gentlemen, in every game. I just didn't understand. I don't understand what Herb talking about right now. He said coaching is a factor in the game. Hold up, let me make sure my hold up, y'all. I ain't got everything on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, you got to clear that one up for me, boss. I don't understand that one. Coaching was a factor. Coaching is a factor in every game to me. So I don't understand that one. You got to clear that one up with me because maybe you know something that I don't know. Since you said coaching was a factor, just help me out. PJ was hurt. He was hurt. He hurt his ankle, and he tried. He said, "Man, I'm gonna give it all." He gave it. He gave it all. He was hurt. He was hurt. Couldn't get no lift. Couldn't get no push away. He was just hurt. So I just want to know what you mean. What's up, Chris? Oh, well, let me talk. Shout out to my starting five. P. Holcomb on YouTube. Rod Wells, Jeremy Davis, Coach Fobb. Coach Fobb. We got a lot of Coach Fobb. And Rod Wells on YouTube. On Facebook, we got Chris Boudreau, Jay Jackson, Mindy Collins, Dale Griggs, who else? And Miss Belinda Jonica. But explain to me, Herb, I don't understand. It was Dante time. That could have went either way. Yes, this game. That was a weird game. We should have won that game. Some decisions. I think we should have won too. But tell me what coaching was the factor. That's all I'm saying. I didn't get that. What's up, Kevin Allen? I might have missed. Y'all, let me tell you something. Every call that could have went against us went against us. Y'all, we go look at this. You know, sometimes we got to look at go watch the game again. That's why I tell people, I'm calling the game. I don't make a judgment on a game until I go back and watch it again. That's just me. Some of y'all so great, y'all can just find out and talk about the coach. I think coaching is always a factor in every game. And but I ain't never seen a coach miss a free throw. I said in the beginning of this game, if you listen to the broadcast, I don't know what they were saying on ESPN, but I said, when you're in these tournaments, when you're in the NCAA tournament, you can't miss layups and you can't miss free throws. In the beginning of the game. And guess what I came out there and did? Missed layups and free throws, ladies and gentlemen. I don't see what coaching had to do with that. So help me out. So, okay, we got the coaching to make free throws better. We got the coaching to make free throws a little better. If now that's what you want to say, they had a guy, listen to me, a guy that shoots 24% from three. 24%. That means he shoot 10 of them, he ain't gonna hit but 2 of them. This man hit 4 in a row. So coaching is a fact. Y'all help me, Jermaine. Seeing CC, that kid is not. CC. Jermaine, I told everybody that you owe it to yourself to go and watch Jonathan CC play in person. TV ain't gonna do it for you. You got to see him coach in person. Y'all help me out now. I was the smartest guy on the cruise ship last week, speaking with some of the guys about boys basketball, wearing my Chop Shop grip. Yeah, we got some more stuff coming for you. We got some stuff like this coming soon. Should have been there, but Robert Haller y'all got to understand, I don't serve no wine before it's time. It's got to be right before I give it out. Somebody called and told me, man, I got to listen to y'all because that ESPN was terrible. TSU with 42%. I guess that's coaching, Freight. I guess that's coaching right there too, Freight. You got to help me. You got to help me, man. TSU shot 42% from the field goal. They just wasn't ready to play, man. You can blame that on anybody. I just said, them guys, man, but we never stopped. See, this is what I love about this team. They never gave up. They never, ever gave up. It's just, it's just unique to be able to watch this team. And but Grambling had to have a rabbit's foot in the pocket. And you know what's so funny? There's one referee. He kept calling all the crucial calls. One call here could have got us right back in the game. He called all of them. And I saw his ass in the airport. And I'm telling y'all, it's 3 referees that I've been doing this for 3 years now. But it's 3 referees that I've seen when they show up. I know, and I try to be as nice to them as possible. I know we in trouble. But shout out to Grambling. I'm supporting them, and I hope they go and do great things. And I'm supporting them. I'm not gonna be And I did not realize how uh, uh, how hated TSU was around the SWAC. This little old woman brought her ass out of the stands with all this ugly ass Southern University outfit on. That's the ugly. And there was some good color scheme. How can you mess that up? Look, I wanted to tell her, you got too much of that country ass shit on. Excuse my language. I'm a referee. I'd never heard that call because I don't even know you. Why you down here? Have you got credentials to come down here? I just hate Texas Southern. They probably hate your ass too. I'm a referee. Sonya, I'm a referee. And it's talking about a cylinder call. They called the same call against TSU the next night. But when it was for TSU, I've never seen that. But her little self, Mindy, you should have saw that ugly ass combination. She had just too much of that blue and yellow on. Looking like I don't know what she looked like. But that ain't coaching. They've been shooting good the whole year. I just didn't understand you talking about it was coaching. And guess what? They didn't defend. Guess what? I happened to be at the shoot around and at practice. The way two players were defending, I'd never throw my kid. In the second half, they wasn't in the game. And that's when we won in the second half. So that's what I call coaching. When you see something and y'all got to understand, some of these players just ain't going to do what you say they're going to do, what they supposed to do. I don't care how great you think you are as a coach. Some of these players ain't going to do it, D, right? They just ain't going to do it. College, pro, they just ain't going to do it. We had players that now admit they quit on Doc in the bubble. But y'all say, oh, Doc can't coach. But they, the lily-livered ass players, man, we wanted to go home anyway. We ready to go. Hey, Joe. But let me keep going. No. You know what? My fault, Bob, because I should have said, look, baby girl, but I ain't want to help her. Because she look, I don't know where she got this shit. You know how they just sell the stuff on the street, the swap meet type? She looked like she went to the flea market and bought every piece of Southern gear on and had it from head to toe. Then the next night she come with some uglier. I didn't think, I should have took a picture. My fault. But back, and let me tell y'all something, man. That's why I keep telling y'all in basketball. That's why I don't get too caught up. I want my teams to win, but I know at the end of the day, these guys depending on some 20-year-old boys. In high school, you're depending on 15, 16, 17 boys that might stay up all night and wrestle all night and act a fool to come the next day and perform. It's the hardest job. That's why I always take my hat off to coaches. Now, I might mess with the referees, but I always protect the coaches. That's why I want to know what you mean, coaching. Coaching is coaching in everything. It's coaching decisions and everything. And I think we got one of the best to ever do it. Johnny Jones, one of the best to ever do it. One of the best to ever do it. 'Cause I see what he working with. Y'all looking at the stat sheet. I'm seeing what he working with. I'm seeing what's going on. We got a walking mass unit, which a lot of teams are. But you can't lose that much. PJ ankle was this damn big and went out there and tried. Yeah, man, it was uglier than the night before. But it's always. So did anything happen over the weekend? What happened to the I ain't seen not one person. TSU is lucky to have him. I'm telling you. I ain't heard nobody. I'm opening it up. Did anybody have anything happen good this weekend in summer basketball? Y'all know I've been hearing some stuff. I want to hear from y'all. They told me It's some teams didn't play this weekend so they can come and watch other teams play to try to steal their players and critique their players. Is that true? That was somebody calling to me. I wasn't here. That was somebody calling to me. He said, I yell my kids some things in life and are directive. Just do it. Thinking is the most dangerous thing some of these kids can do. And you know what? In basketball, when you think too much, your feet get slow. I wanted to be drilled in them and drilled in them so they can just be instinctively and act and react. I don't want them thinking too much because when you think too much, your feet get slow. Greg Morris, Paul, y'all listen to me. I can't believe y'all. I opened it up because I really don't want. Did anything happen? Summer basketball? Did anything great happen this weekend? You still got 2 tournaments you got to choose and send one over here and one over there and one over there and one. Oh, I'm glad I had to deal with that. What? Did anything happen this weekend? Hey, Paul, people ain't saying nothing, Paul. Big coach, somebody talk to me. I'm opening up, Paul. I'm opening up the doors of the church right now, Paul. Listen, I'm scrapping everything I got on my list right here. I didn't have not one on my notes. I ain't got not one thing about no summer basketball. But something just hit me. Something just hit me, man. Hold up. Let me see. They said, Greg Morris. He said, I heard some same things. Vultures are roaming the sideline, whispering to parents. Paul, did that happen up in Dallas? Or it happened in Houston? Because they told me the same thing. They said everybody showed up. Hold up. It wasn't but one sneaker team. I mean, real sneaker team. Sneaker team that was brave enough to play. One. If there's another one, y'all help me. It was one. Oh, Paul, you think one? So everybody want to go watch still. They didn't put their teams in. Mindy, let's say you a fashion designer. And all my women, Dale Griggs, all of y'all fashion designers on there, right? What y'all do? Ain't nobody show up with their dress on but Mindy. Dale Griggs and Sonya Billings, they just showed up to watch. They didn't show up to see. They didn't want nobody stealing their design. Mindy said, I'm so bad. I'm about to put on this dress and come out here because I know I'm bad and ain't not now thing y'all can do about it. That was Mindy Collins said. But on Sonya come up there and said, oh, let me see, can I get on? Y'all, these people was telling me, I was not here. I was not here. They was just telling me about this stuff, man. Ain't nobody talking to me about it. One of those tournaments was some bull crap. See, I ain't even heard nothing about, they ain't tell me about no bull crap. Kevin, you say I ain't hear from you. Hold up, what did you say, Kevin? Hold up. Thinking is the most. He said, Kevin K said, but you ain't hear from me. Okay. I ain't messing. I just want to know what happened. We won RCS 1700 money bracket, family. Shout out Doug Jones. Why you shouting out Doug Jones? Why you shouting out Doug Jones? Doug Jones played. Doug coached your team. Why you shouting out Doug Jones? I'm just, I missed that. Shout out to Doug Jones. That wasn't Doug Jones' time. That was Jimmy Hicks' time. Why you shouting out Doug Jones? To talk to me. We won 6-0 in the money bracket. Okay, good. Okay, but why you shouting out Doug Jones? I just want to know. Because y'all got to know, y'all, I, I be one of those times. Okay, let me keep going. Let me keep going. This is fun, man. Science, D. Hey, D. White, that was D. White. Hey, D. White. Hey, man, I don't like Lakeisha. I don't like Lakeisha no more. I love her, but I don't like her right now. Mindy, I'm down there getting my behind whooped, and she texts talking about some Grambling. Shout out to Grambling. I'm cheering for Grambling now. I promise you. I'm gonna tell y'all we're cheering for all HBCUs in these tournaments. I am. But I'm kind of mad at her right now. Gulf Coast Blue Chip 16 showed up and came to play. We kicked the okay. All right. Okay. All right. Junebug, okay, Junebug basketball. Y'all got to realize, y'all, I don't. If you ain't 17 under, I don't be thinking about no junior bug. Men in college, you gonna wear that dress because you ain't gonna look this good. Nobody. That's right. That's right. I know what men are gonna do. I'm just wondering why these other people didn't bring their key. It's just a warm up. Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not. What the hell? They told me you stay ready, then you don't have to get ready. I don't know. I'm just, it's a strange feeling up in the air here in Dallas, Fort Worth. Had one tournament that didn't make, wait a minute, had one tournament that didn't make Gasso, had teams, but no sneaker team, but the coaches were there. Oh, they did the same thing up there. So is that the new move? Is that the new move, ladies and gentlemen? Well, the Houston Hoops playing, we ain't gonna play because we don't want to play against them. We ain't gonna want to play against them. Let's go watch them and critique them. Let's go and talk about them. Y'all, I had about 700 calls. People talking about people, everybody who on them other other sneaker teams, want to talk about somebody who was there participating. Y'all won't get no better, man. I've been trying my best. I see why y'all fight me. I see why y'all put me in group text. Had them talking about us on the. I see, because y'all ain't. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'm not putting my team in because if we don't show well, we. I don't care how many teams nobody had, man. Honest. It's too many damn teams. I'm looking for quality. I'm looking for players playing against better players. I don't care how many. Notice I never mentioned some about how many teams. I don't give a fat rat's ass how many of these little sorry ass teams out here playing. I don't, honestly. I don't care. Because somebody texted me last night and said, Robert is just too. Hold on. What Jeffrey Day said? What did Jeffrey? Let me see. Y'all, honestly, you done took me there. They said his opening day. See, that's why I listen to people like this. He said, why don't we have a real invitational tournament? Instead of worrying about how many 400 sorry ass teams show up and 400 teams show up and goddamn it 390 of them can't play dead in a Tarzan movie. Brag to me about no number of teams. Because most of them guys ain't gonna play nowhere. We'll just have a recreational league then with 400 teams in it. This man said, my nephew did good in the JV division. Otis Lanier said, man, today's AU organizations, I just pulled away from one and I was coaching for, can't be affiliated with them. Otis, I know. And Odyssey bragging about 400 teams. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, when they become seniors and they constantly playing in these bush, ain't nobody getting no better. And then we saw about 8 but 10 scholarship, 8 but 10 people got scholarship. Y'all go back and look at this tape, and I don't care about no 400 teams being at a tournament. If we play and lose, we're going to lose our players. Seventh grade, eighth grade. I don't care if it's 1,000 teams. Obviously, you ain't listening to me. Who can play? Who can play? What's the use of coming to a tournament? You beating a team 107. What? How did you get better? I got 1,000 teams. I don't know. Who were the team with the most Division I prospects? That's what I want to see. Because that's what this all about. Parents. Otis Lanier says a clown show. I saw one with a ski goggles on his head and a man. Was that the coach or the player? Y'all, I can't make this stuff up, man. Hey, y'all. I'm finna get me a group of guys. Listen to me. We gonna have to film this shit, man, because people ain't gonna believe this. If I tell somebody this out of town, they ain't gonna believe this. Eric Barnes, don't come on here talking about no 10th place damn Lakers now. I don't think I got them on my list, y'all. I ain't got the Lakers. I got the NBA on my list. I just ain't got the Lakers on my list. I'm trying to get my Rockets in because, I guaranteed they was going to get in. It's not looking good. But, y'all, I started this thing out. I didn't mean to talk about this, but Jeffrey Day said the opening grassroots weekend ain't the same. Yo! Just a few years back, my son and his squad, they wanted the icebreaker because they wanted to go bust somebody's ass. That was good. Not one of the 400 teams, because I know 400 teams ain't. I told you, ain't but 390 of them decent. The deep 390, that's the money grab. Somebody said, I tell you what, one kid that can play, well, we know that. I'm glad you saying it, Alfio VZ. I mean, Alfio, I ain't even asked about him. I ain't even talked to the young fella. I just told him to have a great weekend. And he been in the gym. See, that's all I ever ask. When I see your little Johnny, because I ain't going to see him that many times. When I see your son the next time, see, 11th graders, you on the clock now. 11th graders got to be playing. I'm not worried about them little snipes from the 10th grade. I'm not worried about it. It was a player came in with a camouflage ski mask on. For what? The better squads don't want to face each other right now for whatever reason. And they should be sharpening each other's iron to get ready to go on their circuits. But they rather go to this other stuff, the battle of the brands and the battle of the bands and the battle of the battle of the, it ain't gonna play nobody. Man, I'm looking at it. It was a coach. Oh, it was the coach. It was a player or the coach. Y'all got You're right. Stop it, Eric. But y'all got to help me, man. Jeffrey Day. Let me finish Jeffrey Day. Because y'all got to understand, y'all. I'm hearing from people. I wasn't here, so don't get mad at me. Robert out here talking about y'all. Yes, I am. Because Jeffrey Day gave it to me plain. He said, too many teams. Hold on. Let me get you. Hold on. Watch it. Hold up, y'all. Where my music? Where my damn sound effect? See, y'all be messing with my stuff up here. Where my sound effects at, man? Hold up. Man, I ain't got my... Okay. Where my sound effects? Okay. Hey, y'all need to move my stuff around, man. Hold up. He said too many teams, right? I said, hold on. Too many teams. I was surprised to see. I love Jimica. I don't even know you, but girl, I love women to be on this show. I just wish the show was just inundated by women, cause they ain't scared. These dudes, man, I want them guys to talk about me. They'll take me out the group chat, Mr. Hatter. I want to stay in the group chat. She said, I was surprised to see 11,999 teams in the tournament. I thought high school grassroots would be different. Jimica, I love it. Hey, man, I love y'all, man. Hey, y'all quit. Hey, people working at the events, parents, y'all be nicer to the people at work at the events. Because you brought your stupid ass over there and paid your money and playing on this little bull crap team. Then you want to get there and get mad. If people like Odyssey don't play, don't. Your parents, y'all stop. That's unnecessary. But Jimica, girl, the man said too many teams. And Jefferson Day said, I don't care what y'all say. Players can't play. Hold up. I've been trying to tell y'all this. Let me hit that again. Hold up. They got beat by Grambling. So instead of three streets, Eric, y'all, let me help y'all. This dude gonna talk about what happened to TSU. They got beat by Grambling. Instead of winning 4 championships in a row, we just won 3 in a row. We'll come back next year and compete for another one. That's what happened to TSU. Okay. That's all right. About time. Shit, they was about to call the thing the Texas Southern Invitational down there. I ain't gonna lie, I saw some happy faces in there when we lost that game. From people, from officials and everybody. I'm telling you. I've been had the sound effects. I keep them. Boy, I got a Ferrari over here. I just ain't driving it but 30 miles an hour though right now. Oh, I got it. It'll do anything. It'll do anything. I'll come back. Hold on. It'll do anything. I can make this thing do anything, man. Hold on. Let me see what I ain't playing with him. But hold on. He said, we can't get better because teams don't want to compete against each other. Another pushback. They push back the live period that don't requires team to play as early. Hold on. Let me give him another sound effect. Let me just show out a little bit. Hold on. I like this. Oh, I'm gonna have fun. This is what he said. He said, coaching is real bad. He's saying grassroots weekend ain't. I remember Lil Rob, my son, them used to cook. Wait! Man, we finna go tear somebody head clean off frame. Go give us the biggest, the baddest. Ain't no ducking. Hold on. Hold on. This Jeffrey Day. Now, Jeffrey Day just, I don't know. We just thinking alike. I don't know. He said coaching is bad. And ladies and gentlemen, I know it's all right to have 10 players on your summer basketball, especially if you competing on those higher levels. I know everybody can't play, but I always say you should have more practice time than playing time anyway. If you playing more than you practice, that's a bad model. It's a bad model. Okay? It's a bad model. You want to play the best. I want to play a dude. But it's hard to play the dudes when the dude's sitting on the sideline with their players watching you. They ain't playing that weekend. Who does that benefit? You parents got to ask yourself, what the hell is going on? Y'all know why them Power 5 conference teams be so good? Because they got some badass dudes backing up them starters. That if them starters ain't playing good, these dudes don't they'll lose their spot. So they got to compete. They got to compete. What I think about U of H being blown out, nothing. They still the number one seed. They still the number one seed. I don't think nothing about them being blown out. That don't count. This weekend count. What was I to say? Yeah, a lot of these AAU coaches don't know what the hell they're doing, just coaching because their kids playing on team. Oh, yeah, yes. Yeah. My son, you ain't let my son play. You ain't let my son shoot all the balls. Man, these damn parents be talking about, hey, man, listen, I ain't never did this. Maybe my son wasn't good enough. Oh, I just wasn't this damn ignorant to go tell nobody what my son ain't gonna play. Man, my son got to play the point on this team. Somebody told me, dude, you got to, I'll come over there, but you got to guarantee me a starting spot. A kid told a grown man this. I'm going to come back to this mess, y'all, because I'll be talking about this mess all day. We'll come back to it. Mindy. Did any one of these guys play on a summer bass or on a 16, 17 and under team? Did any one of these dudes play on a, if they didn't play on a 17 under team, I don't want to hear how good they play. I don't. If they ass that good, they supposed to be on a 17 under team some damn way. To me. Just to me. And I know, well, everybody, he didn't play on there. I'm telling you, in this city right here. And Craig, what's your last name? What's your last name, Craig? Since you're going to make a statement like that, what's your last name? What do you mean by the worst? What you mean? So you take your ass out there for one weekend, and this what you come and say during the icebreaker about a team that's not even finished being developed yet? The reason those other teams didn't play, they were brave enough to come out there and play. And you tell me, Craig, please tell me what do you mean by this statement? Because I don't know you like, who are you, Craig? You Craig and Day Day? Who are you, Craig? I don't know. But when you make a statement like this, I go get the device to have you call in. You said it is this year's the 17-1. You tell me. Talk to me. You tell me. Oh, you like that, Paul? Paul. It's a limited edition, one of a kind right now. But later on, they'll be available. I just got to make sure they're able to give me the same quality all the time. They can't guarantee me that. I can't do it. I want it. Y'all, Eric, what's his name? Craig, come back to the front of the room, Craig. I want you to explain that one to me. Explain that one to me. One thing I like about the Houston Hoops 17, they the only sneaker team played this weekend. So what the hell the rest of them doing? How about that? Man, I ain't talking about Cooper Flag. Ain't now one of them damn dudes you just named played nothing like Cooper Flag. Not one. I'm just trying to see what my man at Craig. I want to talk to Craig. Craig, I'm just trying to figure out when you make a statement on this show. I'm going to sit here and say, okay, tell me what you mean. Sometimes y'all don't help me. Duking, what's duking? Explain to me. What's up? Hey. Oh, Grady Dale, I think we lost when we played against you two. Man, I love Grady as a man. But boy, when I see it, I don't want you calling out game. It ain't your fault. But you just give me bad luck when I see it. They probably say, no, he's cheating for the Houston team. But no. I'm just asking, man. I'm just y'all got to understand. I guess he don't want to ask me. He don't want to. Craig don't want to ask. Craig, what's your last name? Talk to me, Craig. Craig, I'm just trying to find it out. I'm just trying to find out something. So he said, but hold up, y'all. Stop frowning on people teams that have 10 players on the team. Stop frowning. I noticed a trend. I've been watching. No, that's all right. He didn't want to answer that. Somebody put him up to say that. I know. Craig, I've been doing this a long time, Craig. Let me go through my let me get out of I'm gonna get out of grassroots and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to grassroots. Cause I didn't mean for it to start the show. All right? Okay, y'all help me, right? I didn't mean to. I wanted to talk about the TSU Tigers or have accepted a CIT postseason bid as a college invitational tournament. They're going to play against Tarleton State tomorrow night. It's going to be as ESPN Plus tomorrow night. Hope you got your subscription so you can watch it. But I saw something. I saw something. I really saw something. Yeah. They might be a better team without those two guys, though. Craig, have you thought about that? You ain't gonna have, hey, coach, it ain't no. I'm talking about LA, but it ain't no Trey Johnson in the whole state of Texas, sir. Ain't none. Ain't none. Ain't none. But let me get back. Let me go. Man, I saw this. Because there's so much crazy stuff happening in this world right now. This summer basketball. But when I saw this, y'all, it made me, and I'm going to come back. Don't go nowhere. But I want y'all to see something to just make me proud. These young kings rapping about college at VCU. Students majoring in biology and chemistry and therapy. They've all since graduated. They're going to be doctors. One is going into med school. One is a professor in biology. One is a therapist. But check these young guys out. Watch this.
My name is Terrence. What it do? Okay. Biology major from VCU. Okay. I'm also a chemistry major too. Get 'em. Neurology's what I want to pursue. Go ahead. My name is Terrence. Okay. That's my twin. Oh yeah. VCU's also where I take. It's therapy, bio, and medicine. Let's get it. Whew. Black excellence. Come on, John.
My name is John.
John.
And these my friends.
We are.
Strong black man.
Come on.
We know you love that melanin.
Okay. My name is Terrence.
See what all that foolishness is going on? When I know I got somebody like that coming down the pipe. Ain't wearing no goggles, camouflage goggles, and purses. But I got you, Kevin Lewis. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna hit you with that. I just bookmarked you. We're gonna talk about that. I'm just going down my list. I got to talk about Mike Tomlin right now. I got to talk about it. I got to talk about it. Because, this how he walked into his facility this morning. Somebody sent me this. That's the way Mike Tomlin walked into his office today, y'all. Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. Come on, I'm finna say something else. Sierra's husband. He got both of them, man, for nothing. For $1 million and a 6th-round pick. That's how he walked into the office this morning, y'all. Because guess what? Them clowns at Chicago and them clowns at Denver didn't know what they had. But this is what Mike Tomlin said. And we're going to get back to high school. All you people who, we're going to get back to it. This was Mark time. This was Mark time. Watch this.
I love coaches that resist the responsibility of coaches, that talk negatively about a dude that can't learn and blah, blah. Man, if everybody could learn, we need less coaches.
Yeah, that's real.
Right? If the group didn't need management, then we wouldn't make as much.
Yep.
I love reading draft evals and somebody's talking about anything other than pedigree, talking about how poor somebody's hand usage is. Well, that's coaching. Right. I don't run away from coaching. I run to coaching.
Love it.
It all is in line with that not seeking comfort, because when you're a coach that's talking about somebody can't learn, you're seeking comfort because your teaching is struggling.
Yep.
I love coaches that resist the responsibility of coaches.
I've been in this business for 30 years. What he just said is exactly what's happening around NFL. NBA too. He can't do this. 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 Man, sir, I'm running to it. Listen, man. It matters what team you go to. My problem is these kids that y'all clamoring about over the summer, clamoring about this weekend at the icebreaker. All of these guys, but I'm watching the NCAA tournament. Why do these little black ass boys play so hard for these white ass coaches? Somebody need to explain that to me. Any one of y'all got one, because y'all always bragging about who y'all got. Ask their ass why they play so hard for them damn white boys. I just want to know. Because I watched this stuff. I ain't watched so much basketball this weekend. Y'all got to explain to me. Because y'all got them in these colleges. Y'all, that's my guy. That's my guy. Ask your guy. Why they play so damn hard for them white coaches? Ask them. I got a text the other night. And by the way, who was that said something about TSU? TSU has been in the SWAC final 11 out of the last 15 years. Okay. Just in case you didn't know. Just in case. But I got a text the other night. Hold up, y'all. I got to find it, boy. I got to find it, boy. Yeah. See, y'all don't be knowing where I'm going to go. Because the other night, they fired Mike Boynton. Yeah, I'm switching. They fired Mike Boynton. Love that dude. Great dude. I told y'all years ago, your black asses had the power to put these guys in the Final Four every year. But now, I want him to go to Chris Beard. I want him to go to him. I like him. I don't care who you like. Y'all got the power. Why these little, I'm sitting there watching them. Damn it. For Bruce Pearl, them boys that run their damn ass in front of a train. Yo, I know y'all ain't, some of y'all ain't free like me. I'm a free black man. I can say this. Tell me why. Why? I'm serious. They ain't playing hard for no damn collective. Everybody got a collective. Hey, man. Let me tell you something. And I'm going to keep it real with you. Dude, you got to have something better to say. You got to have something better to say than that stupid ass comment right there, Alfio. Everybody got a damn collective out there. Everybody. Mike Boynton got a collective. Everybody got a collective. Yes, I'm saying they're not playing hard for them black coaches. I'm saying it and I'm watching it. I'm up close and personal. I'm talking to the actual freaking coaches that it's happening to. I watched I watched some players who I know getting a lot of money lay down on their coach this year. Tell me about what you don't know about nobody getting. You got your head so stuck up in Texas ass, you don't know what nobody giving nobody else. But the black assistant coach don't get the win. They ain't playing for no damn black assistant coaches. They're not. They're not playing for no black assistant coaches. They playing for their head coach. Now I see why these kids so confused. These damn adults who they're all confused. It's unbelievable. Y'all, I'm not telling you, I'm not telling you nothing I'm guessing about. I'm telling you something I know. My question to you, ask them little snotty nose ass kids, y'all sending up to these colleges, and why they play so hard for them. Why? It's pissing me off, and I ain't no coach. But when somebody texted me this, where is that? black college coach, Division I coach. And he texted me saying, Mike Bourne, Jawan Howard, Stubberfield, Stackhouse, Romar, Leonard Perry, all fired. I told y'all, asked me and Chris Walker a few years ago. I said, y'all better get all y'all can out of this George Floyd stuff, because them white folks going to revert back. See, they already got guys like Alfio on their payroll. They already got guys like that. It might convert some more of y'all. I said you better get all you can. I'm going to go find the show. Get all you can. It's over. Don't tell me to calm down. It's my show. you calm down. I'm telling you my point of view. I ain't tell you. You can say what the hell you want to. Don't tell me to calm down. This coach sent me this. He said, watch this. He said, I'm sitting there watching the game. I said, man, it's amazing how hard these dudes playing for these white coaches. He said, I say it all the time. Run through a wall for them MFs. Then he sent me a note. He said, imagine a high major head coach today with 0 NCAA berths and the following league records after 3 years. I'm finna give you some numbers. Imagine a high major head coach today with 0 NCAA berth and the following league records in 3 years. 13-29, 13-35, 21-27. They'd all get fired in today's they'd all get fired. They in the case would be Coach K, Jim Calhoun, and Jay Wright. Those were their records in 3 years. 13-29, 13-35, 21-27. Maybe the boosters and the AD should take a deep collective breath when they find these guys. I'm going to repeat. Mike Boynton, Jawan Howard, Tony Stubblefield, Stackhouse, Romar, Leonard Perry. All fired. Had better records than these dudes in their first 3 years. Unbelievable. Trying to get you in there, Jimmy. It should be coming in soon. Oh my God. Yeah, me.
That look like you on one of them TSU trips.
No. It's looking like you on one of them trips. I'm live. I'm live in living color over here. What's going on, man? We can see you. It's just a little fuzzy over there.
Yeah.
Maybe you wipe the camera off it a little bit better. I don't know. Just wipe the camera off a little bit. It just seemed a little fuzzy. And I'm trying to figure it out over here. Yeah, just wipe. Sometimes you wipe it off. You probably put, yeah, that's a little bit better. You put your finger on there. You have a smudge print on there. So, but yeah, man, it's just unique, man. I I was trying to not talk about high school basketball, but I got too much of it and the mess and then went into my thing. But we can get back into high school basketball because I knew you was gonna come on, so we can get to talking about that. Because I was talking about college basketball right there.
Well, you know,
It's getting
high
a little.
school basketball,
Mhm.
of course, high school basketball was in full effect this past weekend
Mhm.
with the spring icebreaker.
Mhm.
Kicked off with the unsigned senior showcase that was on Friday. Coach Russell Van Landenham, he's directed that unsigned senior portion for about the past 3 years. I think we went over and put it over in his hands, which took a lot of work off my shoulders going into that event. And I must say, the number of college coaches increased. There were 17 college coaches there representing 14 different colleges. 17 college coaches representing 14 different colleges. That's over a dozen, which basically you are a 12th grader that had not signed or was still seeking to increase their odds of playing basketball in college, especially if you dwell within greater Houston. That was a blown opportunity to sleep in your own bed and audition your talents in front of these college coaches. And the thing is, to me, what I didn't do, and I just part of just getting old, being stubborn. I had refused to go out here and try to solicit and basically low key beg 12th graders to come do what you ought to be doing, wanting to do anyway. Especially those that are on the list or rankings list, especially on the RCS sports. Some of you guys, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, and you're still seeking opportunities. Guys, I don't think you understand or not, but today is is a monumental moment in collegiate basketball recruiting history. It's the first day of the transfer portal. And a lot of coaches who might have been friendly to you guys back in November, back in June, back in July, because it's every weekend is damn near a live period for most. Those guys probably have received intel that there may have been certain guy that they might have been recruiting a year or two ago, a prospect who's at another college right now, and this coach might have changed jobs. And but he still may have cultivated a relationship with that family or that young man or that young lady. That coach, that relationship matters. He can now go in, he's sitting back waiting in the trap, and is going to go and pursue this possible Division I transfer who's hopping in the portal or hopped in the portal. That means that you are now on the back burner. This stuff is not the same. And it's over now. You missed the opportunity. Some of you, but the ones that took advantage, they saw I've never seen so much energy in unsigned senior showcase in my entire life. Now I can say that about this past weekend. I've never seen a consistent collection of energy. These dudes were diving all over the place on the floor. They were fired up. I was like, wow. And the college coaches loved it. A lot of times you go in unsigned senior showcase, it's almost like violin. It's like elevator music. They're just going through the motions and just, one guy's taking all the shots, ball hogging. Nah, dude, they bought in real quick. And guess what? These collectively, they weren't the top rated players. There were some players in there. That's what, and then what it made it do is whoever the five, it was approximately approximately about 65 players. It was 8 teams with about 8 to 9 on each one. So between 65 and 70 players were present. It sold out in advance. Hell, I've never had an unsigned senior showcase in my life that has completely sold out in advance. I've been doing them. I did unsigned senior showcases with Glenn Smith about 15 years ago. Did one with Alan Branch. Did one with multiple guys throughout the years. I've never had one to 100% sold out 24 hours before the event started. That let me know the interest was there. I didn't have to go and solicit some of the designer name players, but there were players that needed to be there. They were there, and trust me, their phone was ringing. You know, and so I wanted to applaud on that. And of course, in the next day or two, I will be releasing the reports on the unsigned senior showcase. Got to put the names with numbers and letting that go to all of the college coaches. So you guys whose phone isn't ringing, don't worry. Just keep pushing. Be patient. And if there's another opportunity for unsigned senior showcase, you try, and it's reasonable. You ask those magic questions. Which coaches are confirmed? I like that. The parents, there's more parents, at least a half dozen parents asked me in advance, do you have a list of the confirmed college coaches? I like that question because I endorse that you guys ask that question, because otherwise people just play games with you. College coaches will be there. But damn it, which college coaches? How do you know? As you get close, and many people can't confirm that well in advance because coaches have schedule. But as the events get closer, they should be able to provide you with a list of ones that's confirmed. If they had the nerve to post out there and advertise at college coaches, it's like scouting service. When you have events at the bottom of the flyer, media scouting services will be there. Which ones? Who am I paying my money to come and evaluate me? And you guys, many of you are listening. I like that. Some of you going to continue to hold your hands over your ears, but you have to be more proactive as a consumer. And so just want to give you that collectively. Now, as we transfer over to the spring icebreaker, that thing now, it was jumping. Some people, like you said, I remember a year ago we did a recap on it, and then people was like, well, so and so didn't come. Why so and so? Listen, man, we can't worry about who didn't show up, man. That's wasting energy and wasting time from the ones who did show up. The ones who didn't show up, ask them why they didn't show up. Everybody had their own reason. But I can tell you one thing, what won't be the reason. It won't. That people were coming that wasn't never coming. Now, I can tell you that. Anybody's on my schedule, they said they were coming. Anybody. I can't speak for everybody that do events. But if you on my schedule, I'm going to probably have a text message or documentation or a confirmation of proof of your intent to participate in this event. So, Spring Icebreaker, I want to give a shout out to the champions. As you know, we donated $1,000 to each winner right on the spot. Which a lot of people, they wonder that a lot of teams came for the first time. They wondering, man, when are you gonna get it? You're gonna get it. If you win, you're gonna get it before you get in your car. You had a check in your hand before you get in your car. Or In one case, that was one team. We gave it. They came and got it from another facility, and they got their earnings. But it's an awesome gesture. It's a way to help revenue share and help give back to these youth. And I wish, and every year we go to this. It's not a big thing. It ain't no cap move, but it's a way to at least give back. It's donating. Hell, it's a tax write-off, if nothing else. And then you can look and you remind that team, hey man, check on them later on, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all, that money is well spent. Hopefully it will, as many teams that want. And I like that. It's a great feeling to see those photos when they come in with those young kids, holding the check or holding the envelopes. And people, they asked, somebody asked me, not many people asked, but one person did. Hey man, you're not giving no medals this year? No. You win, you go buy your own medals. You want medals? That's what that's for. You go buy your own plaque. Put on there what you want to put on there. That's what that's for. You can get a plaque for about $30 if that's what you want. Go buy your own T-shirts. Is that what you want? And so, but it's it's a great feeling, to give back on that. I was going to announce and acknowledge those champions and from each division, and in the super varsity division, I'll give a shout out to Family Elite. Family Elite came through there, man, and they would play. They didn't send their main team last year. They supported the Icebreaker. Say Pay played in the Icebreaker. It's always cool when you get those type of kids that come back. You played in it, and you come back and you win in it. He's kicked butt in the Icebreaker as a student athlete, and to come back and be a coach and a leader of young men and guide them to the championship, that is awesome. Say Pay in the Family Elite program, shout out to you guys. They beat on BNX Ballers in the championship. That's a team comprised of most of those. Well, a chunk of those kids were from the Bahamas, and Ben Simmons, the guy who had introduced Taco Fall to us in the area a few years back. Ben is back on the scene and has and is strengthening his ties with his Bahamas connection, and that was some long young men on that floor that and they just fell short. Family, guard play was just too strong for them. And they pulled it off in the super varsity division. So they got their check. We had super varsity, JV. Super varsity was teams that basically so you guys understand. It's no different than when you go to a GASO event and you playing NBA, NCAA, or NIT, or your top three options. GASO has for years have abandoned the age divisions for high school players. In case you didn't know, there's no 17U, 16U, 15U at GASO, right? NIT. The champion, of course, of the varsity division was a team that basically, a new kids on the block. And this team here, ironically, they have a coach that also played and won in the spring icebreaker. Quentin Gonzalez played with the Galveston Hornets, coached by Coach Pettaway back in the days, alongside the guys like Mike Evans and Taryn Pettaway and all those back in the days. Quentin Gonzalez is giving back. And he coaches, I think, in those Hitchcock High School back-to-back state champions. I think he works and coaches at one of the middle schools that feeds into them. If I'm or used to, not sure if he still does. They won first place, 61-48 over Elevate U out of DFW. So that was a great win for the name of this team. That it's called Island Impact, like Galveston Island Impact. Great young men. They came there, kicked butt, got that $1,000 check, went on back home to celebrate. Shout out to them. Of course, now in the the JV division, and the champion of that, shout out to the TMA program that plays under the Under Armour Knicks. It's a group of 15 and under freshman players, and they won the championship. And from what I understand, this team was down 20 points in the second half and came back and won. I want to say it was in maybe overtime. From what I understand, they were down 20. I think this was the game that somebody told me about. Shout out to those guys, TMA, the A grade champions, guys that won the A grade division. Shout out to the Houston Hoops 2028. This was a highly anticipated showdown against the JL3 Elite 14 and under team. This is the same JL3 Elite team that won the John Lucas All-Star Weekend a couple of weeks ago. They were the heavy favorite. This team right here, which features the young man Madden Hill, I think that's his name, out in the supposed to be attending Clear Springs High School next year. This Houston Hoops team beat them by double digits. Now, the JL3 14U team had also on the previous day, played a showcase game outside of the division against the Houston Hoops 9th grade team and beat the snot out of that 9th grade team. But then you came back the next day and lost to the Houston Hoops 8th grade team in the championship. This is a rivalry. Both of these teams are talented, and the area is in great hands for the class of 2028. Both of these teams are loaded with young talent right now. Shout out to the Houston Hoops 2028 for taking care of business, winning that $1,000 donation. 7th grade division, Adam, of the Spring Icebreaker, was won by the Gulf Coast Blue Chips, who another highly anticipated showdown. JL3 Elite, their national team, made it to the championship again, but fell short in that division as well. The Blue Chips, formerly known as the Gulf Coast Blue Chips, the Blue Chips 58-51 in that 7th grade division.
You
Right?
said, wait a minute, JL3 Elite National Champ. What that mean?
That means that they have more than one team, and national means that's their top team in that division. Another one would maybe called regional, right?
So you mean Junebug teams national now?
A regional.
Huh?
Well, yeah,
I'm talking about under 17.
They used to probably in the past.
Because I just don't understand.
They travel. National mean you traveling the nation. The other one's probably not going to never get out of the region, maybe one time. And certain teams, they used to determine them light. They used to call themselves blue, white, red. Some teams will put a coach name at the end of it, right? And now in this situation, in this case, they'll go and you see them putting the national. A few teams, I'm noticing that's the newer thing. That's the new fad, I guess. Makes people's self-esteem feel better, I guess.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so that was the 7th grade division. Now, In the 6th grade division, had a little bit of controversy.
The 6th grade?
6th grade. And so the Gulf Coast Blue, the Blue Chips, who won the 7th grade, their 6th grade made it to the championship. The team from Dallas called the Fam. The same coaches the 17. Coaches a team that was playing in the semifinals of the Super Varsity. And so they were playing, and luckily it was a staggered time, but he had to get from MI3 over to the gym. That coach and that a site, which is understand they're from out of town. If that's the situation, what would you do, Alda? If that coach got another game, let's say if he's playing at 12 noon here and his other game is at 1 o'clock at the other place, and this is for the chance to win $1,000. What would you do as a site supervisor if this guy and they're the same coach and they're out of town team? What would you do?
So he got 2 championships he about to play in.
He's in the semifinals of one, and the other one is in the championship.
What could the site you? He got to make a decision. I don't know. I ain't never been on site depth supervisor, so I wouldn't. I'm not fair. If I was him, I'd go try to coach my championship team and hoping I can get the other team to the championship. Somebody else.
The semifinal one was first in the championship.
First.
Yeah, the other one was first.
So they too far away.
MI3 in the gym.
Oh,
they staggered times.
I don't know. Shit, I don't know what you can do.
What you do is, in that situation,
you move the other one back.
You let the other one know, look, man, we're gonna get this guy time to get over here. He's on the way.
Okay. All right.
He's on the way. It's not a forfeit in that way. We understand the situation. It's hospitality. Surely you want to play the game. You really want to forfeit on the team. You don't want your kids to play. Stop. So if that was a situation for anybody, you would try to make the accommodation, unless you were strapped for time and there's somebody else about to rent the gym right out there and you got to get over at a certain time. So that's what we did. The other team, they played the game. Team from Dallas goes up 25-12.
The first game.
No, it's the championship game.
The first, not the one at the gym, the one at the MI3.
MI3 was first.
Oh, the MI3 was first. Okay.
The June Bugs are playing at the gym.
Okay.
June Bugs at the gym. MI3 was first.
So you're going to move that one back. Which game you going to move back?
The second one. You give him time to get to his game.
But keep explaining. Forget it. I ain't going to even ask some more questions. Come on. I just don't.
Yeah, you say which one you move back. It's simple.
But you saying somebody got down 20. What team got down? The first team that played got down 20. The first team that played, they got down 25-12.
We're not going to call them teams. We're going to call them what they are. The 6th grade team went up 25-12.
The 6th grade. So the same guy.
The 12th grade team was playing in the semifinals.
Okay.
Before them.
Okay, so the 6th grade team went up.
Yes.
Okay. Now what happened?
Then the other coach from the Blue Chips, according to the officials, got disgruntled or discouraged with the officials and ended up getting a technical. I want to say he may have gotten ejected. And in turn, according to the officials, pulled his team off the floor.
In the championship game.
Down 25-12, right before halftime. So down 25-12, pull your team off the floor. And so then at that point, it was
game over?
It was ruled game over.
Okay. So he done won that one, so he can get in the car and go.
And the term that they gave it first was forfeit, And then it was like, man, why you forfeit the game? No. So after reviewing the investigation, we rescinded the forfeit and declared it game. So now it ain't a forfeit no more. The final score was 25-12. Since you don't like the word forfeit, because the team from Dallas, they hit back. When I hit them, they don't want the word forfeit either. So it ain't a forfeit. It's ball game, 25-12.
If he pulled his team off the floor, shit, he done lost the damn game.
Sixth grade. Yes, sixth grade.
Okay.
And the thing about it, let me tell you something that I'm proud of. And you guys, one of the things that are kind of cliche with a lot of the events we do is people know that the people that attend them regularly, how do they know that our security, our police presence, you will see them in many cases at many of our events. So they saw them Harris County Sheriff deputies. It wasn't no static. Okay, know what the end result would have been. But if we didn't have Harris County Sheriff deputies, they might have tried to set that thing off. See, certain people, you respect. You don't respect.
For a sixth grade team.
Oh, yeah. Sixth grade.
So he said, forget the $1,000. I'm quitting. I ain't got a chance. Because y'all ain't called the way I want to call.
Yeah, I guess if I can't coach them, nobody, they ain't going to play. So the parents.
Now, what's the name of this team? Who did that?
That was the Blue Chips.
Okay, come on.
So the parents feel that they were robbed. And I'll read you one of the text messages from one of the parents. Right? Show you. I got a phone call and say the parents want to talk to me. Let me tell y'all something in case you don't know. I invite parents to call in the community. Just text me first. That way, when you call, you don't think your number not saved in my phone. Just text me, and I'll get right to you and schedule a time. I'll tell you when to call back. And say, I hope all is well. Just wanted to let you know that this last game was stolen from our boys. There's no way that they worked hard for 3 days to only have the game forfeited over BS. Those refs and the owner were wrong. They even made us wait damn near 30 minutes or more for them to even make it to the game, which the owner wouldn't forfeit. But to turn around and to do that to us, we had a player hurt, and it didn't even stop the game. Shaking my hand, they worked so hard for nothing. Nowhere in that message did the parent address your coach for pulling your team off the floor after he was ejected. You got to start holding each other accountable. This ain't a fashion show. This ain't about you, coaches. It's supposed to be about these kids.
Well, we already know it ain't about the kids. Shit. None of this stuff that happened this weekend is about not one kid. So let's keep that clear. So it ain't about the kid. It's just the parents sitting up there blaming on everybody except the coach. She talking about the refs and everybody else. Not one time did she put responsibility on the coach. Unbelievable. So did that man get a chance to get out of there and go coach his other team? That's the story I want to hear.
That was the other team. That's what I'm saying. She said she in the note.
Oh, that was the second game.
Yeah, made them wait 30 minutes for them, Come on, man. Hell, that was the last game of the day. That was the last game of the day. So he had to see he's coach of the team. He's not from Houston.
I thought you said it was the Gulf Coast Blue Chips. They from Houston.
Gulf Coast, the Blue Chips were the opponent. The FAM is a team that had the same coach from coaching the 12th grade boys and the 6th grade boys.
Okay.
His 12th grade boys had just lost.
So this the out-of-town team that lost.
Lost the first game, the 12th grade team. The out-of-town team had 2 teams in the semi.
Okay.
And this guy came over, and he comes every year. So I'm reading some of the comments. But you know, I mean, guess what? It's not a bad thing. Just one of those things. Guess what, guys? So when you waited the extra time, and if you haven't experienced that before, it will happen again, possibly. Everybody don't have the same hospitality, but if you from, I would do the same thing from any coach that asked in advance. That's not the first coach that said, "Hey, man, with my other team that I coach, if you can have them wait a little bit, we're running.
Right. I
I'm
mean,
doing
that's no. I mean, I understand that part. I'm just, man, this shit is fine. Well, okay.
yeah. So that's you know.
That one got to me, there, y'all. I ain't understand. I ain't understand that.
So
That
in that
remind
aspect,
we had daddy around here won't take his team off the court all the damn time too. So
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it happens.
So with that being said, let me proceed and give the last two champions
Yeah,
their acknowledgments.
let's talk
In
about
the fifth grade division, a team from the Valley came down here and kicked butt. The STX Hoops Elite, their fifth grade team, beat the JL3 national team 47-17. Now, I will give you guys a disclaimer. This is the JL3 national fourth grade team that was playing up.
a fourth grade team playing now.
Yeah, they started third grade. Yeah, they've always started at third grade. Yeah, yeah. So the fourth grade team playing up in fifth grade, and they made it to the championship JL3, but they lost by 30 in that championship game, 47-17. Shout out to Arnold Martinez and his group for their championship. Also, last but not least, the Houston Hoops 2032 Red team won the fourth grade championship 42-30 over the Texas Outlaws. So various different teams took first places. I think I mentioned we have one team from DFW to win one team from the Valley to win one, and overall, all of those guys all have received their donations from RCS Sports. That's one of the things we make sure everybody is paid same day. All referees have been paid. So if you're refereeing, you refereed one of the games, and you ain't got it yet, see whoever assigned you. All referees, the assigners have been paid. All of the staff, all of the facilities, well, one. I'm leaving here. I got that check in my pocket right now to get over to because she hadn't sent the invoice, and that's the ULH. So Lisa, I'll be seeing you in 30 minutes, well, 40 minutes to give you to get you out of my pocket. Other than that, man, the staff, man, great, great now. Uh, Somebody asked why. Yeah, Trey Arnold came down and finally got him a championship, man. I'm proud of Arnold. That, and for the most part, Alan, think about it, man. You got, man, I don't know how many games. I think we probably had maybe 400 and something games, right at 500 games. So to be law is going to be some friction here. Somebody's going to get teched out. Somebody's going to spring a finger, sprain an ankle. That's law of averages. But for the most part, there were no. From what I understand, this is probably the first in a long time there was no brawl. I don't think we had no squabbles, Adam.
That's good.
So I don't think I didn't get any reports of any squabbles.
Excuse me.
Yeah, a couple people that probably wanted to squabble, you know. So somebody had a question for me. I see in the notes. Uh, Hicks, has it ever been a situation where you stop teams from registering because of the drama they bring? Yeah. Yeah. This year, there was one organization I didn't even invite because it caused so much stress on the referees and on my staff. I didn't even invite them. Not saying they would have came anyway, but I didn't even invite them. Remember, I told you guys earlier, and I've been saying this to a lot of people. My level of giving a damn is at an all-time low when it comes to this basketball. I say it again. The degree of which I give a damn about the grown folk. Let me add that into it. That way it sounds it'll be more understandable. The degree of which I give a damn about the grown folk within grassroots basketball is at an all-time low, which meaning I've never gave less of a damn in my life about the decisions and what these grown folk do. And all I do is I remind people, hold yourself accountable and others for the choices and the consequences. That's all. Honestly, I heard you almost. Honestly, you out there at the table for the squabble. But a lot of people fist the squabble, but didn't squabble. honestly, honestly, great job in entertaining yourself, honestly.
Man, man.
You
But I
made,
get it.
you,
You
you
know, hey
made,
man.
you made the iceberg go viral. So now, we had some showcase games,
Okay.
and a lot of people were looking forward to some of those showcase games, and
Okay.
came out and saw some of them, and which was a pretty good ambiance. I think out of the showcase team, I haven't looked over all of the notes. Now, mind you guys, understand something. If you guys are in the gym and you haven't heard me say this, let me give you this disclaimer. When I'm running events, I'm in event operator mode. I'm not necessarily in evaluator mode, meaning evaluating your players. I'm evaluating my staff. I'm evaluating the referees. I'm evaluating the police. I'm evaluating my site supervisors. I'm in business mode to making sure that this machine can run properly and have the platform that it needs for your babies to thrive on. It takes a lot of moving parts to do that. To do that at a consistently good to great level. Seriously. So if you see me and I may be going from court to court. I'm just putting names with some faces here and there, and I'm supporting. And I made sure if the facility that I was in, that the championship or semifinal game of everyone that was there, they saw me grace the sidelines of that court. That's purposely done. I did that. Once again, the championship game, when I was at MI3 on Sunday, every championship game that was there, I graced the sidelines with my presence for a moment, if not more, in an effort to support them, to let them see me see them, and which should mean something. However, they evaluate the talent on a consistent basis. I was there watching some games here and there in fragmentation. So the evaluations would be incomplete versus a person that was there for the whole game. I understand that. But that's just like saying a college coach comes to your game in May. Adam.
You don't never
And
see the whole game.
that's exactly my
Never.
point. College coach done in the
They
first
be
half,
talking. They be talking.
and then at halftime, what are you gonna do at halftime?
Get up and go.
He got another court.
Yeah. and his assistant coach, I sit there and watch a coach one day. He said, okay, come on over here. Let's go over here, man. Because my assistant coach they had their little schedules mapped out now. Y'all think them coaches that don't be showing up, man, willy-nilly, coach, Jimmy. I sit there and saw the schedule. I said, damn, is that defined? He said, yeah, I'm going to spend this kind of minutes over here. Then I'm going to go over here. Then I'm going to go over here. Then I'm going to come back here. I said, wow. Yeah. I didn't know how they did it until I sit there with him one day. It's unique.
Yeah. And so so that when you say, oh man, you ain't even see him play. Yeah, I saw enough. If I'm there and I'm watching and y'all leave and go to the other court, guys, I've been doing this for a long time. I don't need but 3 to 5 trips up and down the court to tell something. It might not tell everything. I'm telling you. Me, all I need is 3 to 5 trips up and down the court. I'm telling you. So you better tell your babies, if I'm coming to the sideline and I walk up on the court, you better have a signal in the stands or a flag to raise up or a poster on them say go. Tell them go. They better give everything they got in them 3 to 5 trips. I could say more.
Nope, that's not good advice. That's not good advice. Their ass better be playing the whole game, mamas. I'm just telling you. Because ain't no telling who in there watching. Because guess what? Some other people in there watching too now. Some more people in there watching that y'all don't. I know I had people in there telling me everything about everything that was going on. And people probably wouldn't even know who they were. If you don't know them. Man, it's just, and college coaches do the same thing. If they got somebody in there they want to see, they can't go in there. Hey, man, go over there and check that out for me. Let me know what's happening. Okay. But now what happened? Tell me what happened. Because people's telling me something.
What did they tell you?
It was, they was telling me, most they was telling me about people who, this was unique to me. All the people on the teams that didn't play, all of them was over there watching these showcase games. That was the first, they said, damn, he's from this program, this program. They over here watching this program and critiquing that program. I said, what? Well, I just laughed. I said, man, I don't want to hear nothing else about this thing. Don't tell me nothing else. Will you tell me that? Because I don't know what was happening. I ain't looked at no schedule or nothing. They said it was one team playing. Everybody was in there. The players and the mammies and everybody was in there watching. And the event directors. I said, wow. And I don't know. I wasn't there. They might have told me a story, Jim. They might have been embellishing on it. I don't know. But that's what. Hold up, y'all. You know how they tell me? That's what they say. And my thing is, who is they? I can't tell you who is they. I can't tell you who they is. But they told me. And Jimmy, you shook your head like there might have been a little truth to it.
Well, I can believe it. I saw a lot of kids teams that didn't play, but I wasn't thinking back on it. I wasn't conscious.
But you weren't looking. These people was probably looking.
Now you bring it up. There were several, but in support. So I would say, good. It's a good thing that it shows that some of these young men love to watch basketball or liking to watch basketball. Some of their peers. So
I ain't talking about the kid. I'm talking about the grown up.
Well, the grown up. A lot of times are wanting to evaluate some of these programs early on, just in case, for various reasons. But they want to see. Because some of these young men probably played together when they were little, and some of these teams and some of these players might have played with you. You just want to see what they rocking with. Okay. So some of the parents, that's what they do.
I like that. Okay. Now tell me.
And
that's all I heard.
But I've said this before about our independent teams in Greater Houston or in the state of Texas. we have some of the most potent crop of independent teams that you would ever see in this state of Texas for years.
What?
For years.
So what is that saying?
That number
Do
one,
the teams potent because they play together a lot, or they potent because they got talent that usually goes to a sneaker team?
it's a
Do they
collection
have
of,
sneaker team talent on those teams?
and there's going to always be one in the possible.
Okay. Okay.
But and guess what? And on the normal, on the average, we don't take a team like 3D Empire from 4 years ago and try to make that the norm. That's not the norm.
No. I ain't talking about, okay.
The normal independent team don't have at the high school level. We're not talking about you young June bugs. We do talking about y'all for the day. We're talking about the high school kids right now. The normal independent high school team playing on the 12th grade level, 11th, 12th grade division, which you guys know as 17U, they don't normally have McDonald All-Americans on them.
Okay.
So that's not normal. So let's not use them and try to they sit them aside. Talking about the average, we'll have one in the possible of the sneaker team talent. Just say two. One that can probably start, and one that can probably be serviceable at least. So you think of team this year out of the team, and they go up under the name 2PMB.
What that mean?
I never asked, but I want to think, and you guys, if you know it out there and you're affiliated, most of these kids are from Atascocita High School. Most of these kids are from that Humble ISD. Most of them, if not all, most of them. And I want to say it says 2 Paris Marquez basketball. I'm thinking that's what, because Paris Marquez
It's over.
is over.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that's what it is. And one of you guys can help me out with that. I've never asked them. I just figured, and I meant to this weekend. I just forgot. But they went 4-0 this weekend, Alan. They went 4-0. They didn't lose a game. And in not losing a game, they beat a team from Austin by 10 points. Then they played the Houston Top Guns. They nipped the Top Guns. That was a close one, nail biter.
Little Chad still run Chop Gun?
Chad them went.
Where Chad at, man? Where y'all run Chad off, man?
He was there, man. Chad was there. Just
No, I ain't heard from boy. He used to be. Man, y'all just run the young fellas off, man.
you know what I mean. But they Chad them, him and of course, and your fellow West Side High School alum back in the days. They're doing great things, giving to those guys. It's just now, it's harder. They went
Who
0-2.
West Side team? Who?
Ronald Wells. Ronald Wells, I think, played at West Side High School before your son.
Long time. Okay, I don't know.
But the school didn't open up to maybe 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean 2002, 2001, something like that. The turn of the millennium. So Ronald Wells and Chad Ware, I applaud them because they're still helping these young guys.
Yeah, I miss old Chad.
So it ain't about wins. It ain't so much about wins and losses in the spring icebreaker for certain teams and certain programs. It's not.
So you mean teams showing up don't want to win?
I said ain't about that in a lot of situations. What it's about is more so to see what you have to work with. You're trying to win. That's more
it's a tune-up turn. That's why it's called icebreaker. I thought.
All this practicing that you've done, let's test it for the first time, cut the car on, see how it runs. We're not, you ain't driving down the road yet. Just want to see if we can drive it around the block. And then we can put this car on the highway. And if it can make it from one point A to point B. That's kind of like a lot of people. That's why people make the funny assessment that the Monday after the spring icebreaker has always been. It's the first day of the transfer portal for college, but it has always been a transfer portal for grassroots basketball. This Monday, Alan, it's going to be a lot of practices because teams normally practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays in grassroots basketball. It's going to be some players that's going to come up sick and ain't going to be there Tuesday. It's going to be some coaches that ain't going to call practice Tuesday. Them players going to be sneak off somewhere else. See, back in the days, you used to be able to do that, and the word wouldn't get out. But nowadays, there's a mammy or a pappy at every practice that's actually taping and
It's
making
some talking ass parents out here in these streets. Man, listen, Jimmy, it's a few parents that know everybody and everybody. I mean, dude, it's unbelievable out here, man. This pipeline of parents. But you're right. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like
Chad Ware, I'm talking about, not Chad Gross.
Yeah. And shout out to Chad Gross. He said he's going to definitely make the.
So why would you think people would leave some teams? What happened?
Well, a lot of times there were certain teams that you see that it's like, man, you got multiple players on the bench and the rotation ain't yielding as much minutes as probably one would want. And that's probably how it's going to be if you make it to college. But the expectation from certain parents was, think about it like this mentally. How do you go from MVP of your district to coming off the bench and being like one of the last three off the bench on the grass?
Coach, you had a weak-ass district and your ass can't play. If that's why you coming off the bench.
Well, that means you probably need to find a team where you can log and get Bella on and play more minutes on, because that ain't gonna move the needle.
I thought you get better in the gym working out.
You can.
How the hell you gonna get better? Y'all got this shit backwards.
You do get in the better in the gym working out, but you validate it in a game. It's going to
get
validated.
But then his validation ain't right yet.
No, he can't control.
He wasn't ready to get in. The coach would have put him in the game if he's ready.
Well, that means that if the coach thought he was ready,
he might just ain't ready. He still got some more work to do. Him going somewhere else to sit, he probably gonna go sit on the bench somewhere else.
No, there's a team for everybody in grassroots basketball. That's why so many pops, so many dads make up their own names of teams.
Too many of them teams. It's too many of them teams.
Well, it's too many of those teams who believe that they are equal to or greater than the haves. It's too many have-nots who think they are haves.
Well, I ain't mad at them thinking, but I'm just saying, you said it's going to be some people changing teams.
Always.
Because they didn't get enough playing time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I had a young man in the stands, a young player who's the peer of some of these kids collectively. Mm-hmm. This young man said it, and his homeboy was on the bench at one of those other teams, one of those sneaker teams or whatever team, and he said, mm-hmm. He's seeking, he looking. He
now I got you. You on a sneaker team sitting on the bench, gone somewhere else.
Yes, that's what we talking about.
Your ass ain't good enough. Just like I said again, you need some more work, player. Go play at Junebug. Go play at Junebug University. Yes. Absolutely. Okay. I got you now. I'm talking about somebody on a Junebug team.
Oh no,
ain't playing. I'm gonna put the disclaimer. If you on a sneaker team and your ass ain't playing, it might. Dude, you wasn't good enough to play on that team, man. I don't know why they had your ass in the icebreaker. They did you a favor. They even let you sit on the bench. Because if they can't use you, gone. Yeah, you and your friend, the one sitting in the stands, he ain't on the team either. Go be on his team. Yeah, that's good.
And shout out to Stacey Houston up there in DFW. Said it happens in every city. Yeah. This week, a lot of teams were in the building. That was one team that coach wasn't even from Houston, was in the building evaluating and waiting on some disgruntled parents to fall right in this.
So that's why certain teams, sneaker teams, don't play in these tournaments because they don't want that happening to them.
That could be an excuse that some would give. That ain't a reason. That's an excuse. Because if your team is that fragile to where a loss would make them fall apart or disperse, that means it's inevitable. That means it's gonna happen in April, it's gonna happen in May, it's gonna happen in June. It's inevitable. And you just prolonging the inevitable. If a person is gonna leave your ass this weekend, put like this: if they're gonna leave your ass, they plan to leave your ass on Monday. They trust and believe. If you can talk them in the stand, they will leave your ass on Sunday.
Boy,
it's inevitable. It's inevitable. We've seen it happen. The thing is, the pressures that we put on a lot of these young men, the pressures that's put on them.
Who be putting pressure on these kids that can't play? I'm talking about, wait a minute. Who you putting pressure on? The ones that can, the haves or the have-nots?
We're talking right now. We
talking about the haves.
We didn't advance the conversation into the haves, but there are have-nots that have been led to believe that they are haves.
Jimmy, what I done figured out, I'm gonna figure that out. Maybe you can help me with it. I did the numbers one day, right? I did the numbers because I was saying how many I'm talking about real. I ain't talking about that fake. I mean, who? It's the Houston Hoops. It's the Houston Hoops. It's the Under Armour team, Clyde now. Okay, JL3. That's 3.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Well, the other one is
I'm talking about comparable to them 3 right there now. I'm talking about fully sponsored.
Well, it's not called Team Fox, but the team up under De'Aaron Fox's umbrella.
It's located in Houston.
Well, the coach is based from Beaumont, so they're going to have players. You know, they're going to.
So that's 4. That's 4. Okay. What about the one-time legends?
That's 5.
5. All right. Now, just me knowing about EYBL, and when I talk to the bosses of EYBL, they saying, Robert, it's our job ain't to develop no players. We want the best damn players on our teams, right? So I messed around and looked at your rankings.
Which class?
The top one, the 25.
Okay,
the last scene. I don't worry about Jumbo. And Jumbo.
Was it 24s or 25s? I'm saying, okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about 25s.
Okay.
So I looked at your rankings, right? Hold up, and what I found out, Jimmy, that it just ain't enough good damn players to put on 5 teams. Cause what I did, I using a hypo. I said, if we trying to go win some nationally, on one of these scales, no, EYBL to be able to compete in this city from your rankings, and what I've seen, we would need on one team that's going to the EYBL, we need Sebastian, Sheldon, Nigel, John Clark, Montana Wheeler, Michael Collins, Bryson Weefall, and Tyrus Mays. In order for us to compete nationally, it's just me. I'm talking from my point of view. I don't care what you said. You come with your ranking. I'm just telling you.
That team you just gave an example of 3.
I ain't talking about 3. I ain't talking about 3 of them on one team. Okay, can I finish? Let me finish. 3 of them on one team. I said in order for us to compete. What? What'd you say? I said in order for us to compete.
They won. They had 4 of those players you just named, and they won first place.
Talking about last year, I'm talking about 17. Jimmy, I don't care about 16. I'm talking about to go on this year. This what would take.
So they dropped an ad. They dropped an added, and they got a player that's a lock for the McDonald's games next year. He's a lock that they pick up.
So
McDonald's games.
So you okay? Hold on. So you said that damn team right there. You just said for a lot, but so you saying they can go compete right now?
The team that's the JL3 team.
Yes.
Who picked up Parker from up in DFW?
Okay. So you're saying they can go compete for the EYBL title?
Yeah, absolutely. They're expected to.
To win? Wait a minute. To win the whole thing?
They're expected to win, place, or show within the final realm of things in the EYB. Absolutely, they are expected. Right now, it's preseason, but they are expectations point directly at one of the 4 teams.
But what if all those guys don't stay together?
Well, that's the whole thing. That for them not to stay together would mean there have to be some discourse, or they would have to take certain losses, and the team would be fragile. And they say, "Okay, look here, we going another way."
Okay, okay. So what I'm saying is, so we got 5 sneaker teams. So you saying they got? Hold up. No, you said they got how many on this team? How many?
Well, I mentioned 4 from counted last time they played.
Okay, so 4, then 5 with the new guy. So you said they got 5. So guess what? Now we need, that's 5 over there. So now we need 20 more good teams to compete. We need 20 more good guys like that in order for us to compete. It ain't that many guys, the point I'm trying to make.
And it's always been that way. And here's the thing, and the thing with our teams, now I gave this analogy to you guys several times, and that is our starting 5s will match up with most, but their 6 through 10 or 6 through 9 is where the advantage comes into play, because our 6 through 9s across the board, we're not talking about no one individual team, but collectively amongst those 5 teams, our 6 through 10 aren't the level of talent that their 6 through 10 is. It's almost like running a relay, but it's a 2-man relay. Or just say, and the first guy, the baton is going to be tight. But when he has to that second 5, their second 5 is much better than our collective second 5s. And because our
why?
Team, and here's the why. Why is because our teams are formed primarily with fragments of a certain area.
Yes. Versus
teams that are comprised primarily of the best players from certain states. That's a different, that means the practices are more, and they have more time to gel and form the chemistry than we do in the Texas. Or not that we do, because y'all got the same amount of time that we are willing to invest in. For across the board, most teams are unwilling to invest in the level of practice because you always got 1 player from Louisiana, 2 from Dallas, 3 from San Antonio, so you won't be able to invest in getting them.
So our geography hurts us. We're so vast.
It's a blessing and it's a curse.
But Jimmy, all them guys I just named from Houston, that's possible. This is impossible. Every one of these guys live in Houston.
Yeah, but then at the same time,
I know that, Jimmy. I ain't saying I'm using this Robert Hatter just being a GM. But see, some people don't care about winning the whole thing. But think about this team again, man. Sebastian, Sheldon, Nigel, John Clark, Montana Willard, Michael Collins, Bryson Wheatfall, and Tyrus Mays. Jimmy, they can put in oh, what? I knew it, but it won't. Hold up. And Jimmy, you just said they got 4 of them already. 3 or 4 of them, right?
3 or 4.
Can you hear me? I mean, it's just interesting to me, man, that we have the power. We just don't do it. I'm going to leave it there. We have the power. We just don't do it. Because somebody they got to play on somebody's team. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They do. They do. But I sure would like to see that team play against somebody out there. I sure would like see somebody assemble that team right there and go play against somebody's ass out there. Let's see. Because guess what? What you said about they 4 through, they 6 through, they 6 through 10 or 6 through whatever you said. Our 6 through our 6 through 9 is better in a situation like that. That's all. I know it was. I know these people ain't smart enough to do that.
This was something that I proposed a while back, and I proposed. This was maybe been 10 years ago, and I had proposed it to John Lucas because I know he had the resources. At the time, he wasn't coaching, and he wasn't no JL3. So at the time, he was a nominal neutral source. Yeah. So I had proposed this to him during that time. And I said, John, because we were rocking. This was right around that 2012 class, and had just completed with the 2012 class that had the Cameron,
G. Suleiman, Michael Reese, and all of them. Yeah.
Oh man. And then, but we had another class of 10th graders coming through the chute, which was Justice Winslow, Justin Jackson, Kelly Oubre.
Oh, no, don't forget about the twins in between. I don't know. You can't leave out them because they whooped up on everybody's ass. They saw.
Oh, yeah. And it's funny as hell because as good as they were, 2 other players on their same team played more NBA games than both of them.
Yeah, in college.
No, I say it again. Mm-hmm. 2 more of their grassroots teammates, the twins I'm talking about. 2 more of their grassroots teammates played more NBA games than the twins did.
Who's on the twins team?
Wesley Iwundu.
Okay. Wesley didn't play longer than the twins? I don't think.
Yeah, he did.
And who else?
Wesley played longer
Jonathan Motley?
Jonathan Motley.
I don't know now.
Jonathan Motley played. It's right. It may be close.
Yeah, it's close. It's close around in there now. It's close around in there. But that's why that's not. Let me tell you something. The twins were talented enough to play in the NBA. Oh. Let's get that shit straight right now. There's some other stuff that's keeping them from in there. They were talented enough to play.
Well, and the thing, like most twins, the thing with the twins was they were always advertised as singular. Yeah. And not many people even knew their first names and could tell them apart until they were in the 12th grade. So they were always advertised as one, like the Harrison twins. But I would always tell people, if they got on the airplane and need 2 seats, you have to start identifying them, the marketing of identifying.
But I ain't talking about that because both of them was good to me. I've seen them since they were. I watched them more than anybody because they used to play against my son all the time. Both of them was bad. People talking about one in the bad. Because I done seen Aaron tap Andrew ass up, and I done seen Andrew tap. But then the daddy said, no, I don't want to play against each other because what you always fought. Them dudes there fought each other. So you can imagine what they going to do to your ass. That's what I love about them. I'm going to always think that was just 2 of my favorite players ever to come out of here. But keep going. But Jenny, hold up. I got a second team. Huh?
Now back to that point about I proposed this thing. It was really at the time I really honestly felt I saw the video and I said, man, there used to be an event that took place because back in those days, summer ball was over at the end of July. Mm-hmm. Then we started doing some back to school stuff on the regional, but on the national scale of thing, summer ball was pretty much over. But they had one event that always took place in mid-August out on the East Coast. And I want to say it was Charlie Weber or something. It was one event. And I said, John, if I can go and I can galvanize these, you should take the opportunity and take this to make it like the All-Stars from Houston, from this area. Take them up to this tournament. And even if the parents, we're not talking about pay for it. I explained to them, most of those parents would probably be willing to chip in and pay for their essentials. They know in advance, and they raise money. The program, put it like this, Al, when one of them get invited to Elite 100 camp, or one of them get invited to Pango's camp. Pangos don't pay for that plane ticket. Elite 100 don't pay for that plane ticket. They find a way to revenue, to find the needed revenue to get that little baby a plane ticket and get him up there to Shane. So my point is, that's why I proposed, and it kind of just fell flat. Don't want to do
Yeah.
it. But if that would have been the beginning of the end, because it would have gave kids something to play for at the end of every summer, you would have been, you want to get, now you got to pick them in July.
What's
or
stopping
June.
them from doing it now?
It could be done now.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it could be done now.
Because Jimmy, and this is what I did. I gave them a second team. So I ain't let me finish. Then I said, okay, I cut them 9 off right there. So I'm going to give you another 9. So we're going to put that on the other team. We're going to get him. We're going to give you Dorian Hayes, Jamal Crayshan, the dude, Bay, the dude at
Matthias
Merry Chris.
Yeah, at the Bahamas.
Okay, that's 3. Cooper, some guy last name Cooper. You got him in your rankings. I'm going by your rankings. Trey Lewis, Howard King, Cochran, LJ Andrews, and Elijah Black. I just went down your rankings line. And then let's put those guys there on a team, on one of these others, and see where they can go. Not on EYBL. This ain't the EYBL team right here now. Put them on one of them other circuits. And that's all I was saying. And then after that, so we came from Houston.
Back in the days,
Uh-huh.
back in the days, that module used to be called the Houston Gold, Houston Silver, Houston Bronze. All of the kids went and played in the same summer league, which was over at HBU. Used to be known as HBU as Houston Christian University.
Okay.
Now, all of the top kids generally went and played in that league.
Okay.
They would extract the top 10 of them would go on a team called Houston Gold.
Okay.
And that team was traveling to Phoenix, Arizona regardless. Now, they didn't know the names of those slots. So back then you could buy tickets and then put the names in later.
Right.
They are going there regardless with the Gold team. So you get to play Houston Gold, or you Houston Silver, or Houston Bronze.
Okay.
So that happened back in the days. We're talking about back in the 80s, Hal. This happened.
That's cool.
That module. But kids didn't have an option.
Yeah, I mean, this just me. Robert Hatter on the Chop Shop, just saying, I don't know how this will happen, because I was just saying, I just got tired of it. Mother be talking about the Dallas winning this, and then I said, what can we do that we can control? And I use a hypothetical. If I was the parents of one of these dudes, I'd be saying, hold on. How can we get them to? I want my son to be on a team to go to the Peach Jam and win. I ain't scared that these dudes gonna take my position. Matter of fact, if we work out, and all of us go, what Chris Walker said, all of us going to college. All of us going to college. One or two of us going to be a McDonald All-American. So that's it. Let's just go and see how our best match up against their best. And we haven't been sending our best. That's why we've been getting our ass thrown out for the last few years. We've been getting close. LJ and them got close. They got to the Final Four. LJ Cryer and Junior Lofton and them.
Jalen Lowe made it to the Final Four.
I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Yeah, two summers ago.
Yeah, I just don't remember that.
He made it to the Final Four.
Yeah, I didn't remember that. See, that I just remember LJ, because LJ was on the team.
Our teams, and understand, collectively, we have consistently produced teams that can compete. Use the word compete. The word should be defeat. That can defeat them other teams. We're going to compete with them because I was starting
Did
five.
the team last year be in the Final Four? No.
No, the team last year made it. We had two.
It wasn't in the Final Four, man. You got to be in it to win it. You got to be in the Final Four. They don't give you no jacket for the quarterfinal. They give you a jacket for the Final Four. I'm talking about it's just me, man. I just, that's just me dreaming. That's all.
Yeah, so that's
I like
that's
the
guys.
I know we
No,
got to
no,
get out of here because I got to go do something. And I know you probably got to do something right
yeah,
quick.
man, I got to go and unpack. You guys make sure, of course, tomorrow we'll talk more spring icebreaker in detail. But yeah, that was the BCI module that I was talking about, which was the competitor of the AAU. The
Okay.
AAU, you went AAU or you played BCI. AAU back in those days were primarily track. People that ran track down the south knew mostly about the AAU. BCI is where you went if you were a hooper back in those days. But they had the 5 in, 5 out rule. That means everybody had the play rule. They had all that type of stuff back in those days to make it, But I don't think we've ever had a team from out of Houston that went down there and actually won BCI Nationals. That's the thing. If you did, please let us know if you know of one. But anyway, it is definitely.
Before we get out of here, let's address this. Hold on. Michael Jordan said he saw too many of our local stars sitting this weekend instead of stars. How in the hell you a star and you were sitting? Who you talking about? He said, I saw too many of our local stars sitting this weekend instead of being on the floor. It's playing time to go or the name on the jersey. What are you talking about? High school basketball? Michael Jordan, what are you talking about? Jimmy, was some local stars sitting on the bench at your event?
No, he's not talking about on the bench. I guess he meant. I don't know. You got to clarify.
Yeah, what?
I don't know.
You got to clarify what you're talking about. You saw too many. Where were you at this weekend?
Do you mean sitting in the bleachers or sitting on the bench? That's what you need to clarify.
No, because he said it's playing time to go or the name on the jersey. So it's sitting.
Oh,
yeah, you got to read the whole thing. Should I make it bigger?
Well, I see.
Let me put that back up there, Michael Jordan. Come on now, tell us what you're talking about.
Coming on the court. Oh yeah. So guess what, man? Well, if that's the case, okay. Listen, table that conversation. We need to continue this tomorrow. We'll give a lot of you guys time to invite some of these parents to come and watch. Otherwise, they would think, because when the second-hand smoke get to them or third-hand smoke at them, they don't get to thinking that you're talking about their babies. They talking about your baby. They talking about your baby. Now, let them come and watch so they can get this conversation.
Okay. All right. I even just took a picture of the question.
Now I can go and we can really talk about it if you want to talk about it. Because what it does is, if we go down that road, then it possibly conflicts the dream from which you have just presented.
And he said stars. See, Jimmy, I watch words. Words are important to me. He said our local stars. He didn't say our local players, our local stars. How in the hell evidently you ain't no star if you're sitting. I can't wait till tomorrow. I know. Michael Jordan, you got to clarify that. Email me or send me a text. I don't know what you're talking about. I want to know you talking about stars? We throwing that out too loosely. Because, Jimmy, you're a star. You ain't sitting on nobody's bench.
Well, understand, once again, you can be a star in wherever you are. You're a red ant in your ant bed. Like I said, you just made a proposal of something that was proposed before, something that actually did before. Just like those BCI teams, and we went all the way back to that day. Well, when they played on their individual teams in that league, one guy might have averaged 20 a game on his team in his league and was kicking butt.
But when you go with a group of other top players,
then somebody got to be the sixth man.
Yeah, somebody got to
be the ninth man.
Yes.
It's just like watching these guys with USA basketball every 4 years or every 2 years. Them guys are stars in the
You
NBA.
was laughing at Draymond Green for sitting on the bench.
Laughed at, well, not this Draymond, we laughed at him. Not the first time he went. He went two or three times. But we also laughed at,
Harrison Barnes.
We laughed at Harrison because that let us know what he wasn't.
That's all right. I can't. Okay. He's going to elaborate in the email because I want to know. This is good. I can't wait to talk about this tomorrow. Oh, my goodness.
That's the thing. That's the thing. The term, quote unquote, stars sitting on the bench. Maybe you, man, I can't. No, we wait till tomorrow.
No, we wait till tomorrow. No. We wait till tomorrow. We wait till tomorrow. Maybe you'll have some transfer portal news about it. No, practice ain't to Tuesday. When is practice? When is practice? When was AAU practice?
I got some already. I got some.
We'll talk about that tomorrow too.
College transfer portal?
No, plenty college. Oh my God. They can't wait. Jimmy, hold up. I'm finna mess y'all up. It's some people going to the tournament. Players jumping in the portal.
No, some gonna wait. Some gonna wait till they lose. Wait, the day after they lose is on.
No, I'm telling you already. Hold up. Especially the women. There's a girl on North Carolina team that already hopped in the portal. On South Carolina team. She done jumped in the portal already.
She a starter?
A freshman.
Is she a starter?
Hell no, she ain't no starter. Don't no starters hop in the portal too much. Man, I got to tell y'all a story tomorrow. I got to talk about this. Huh?
What you say? Don't no starter stop hopping in what?
The portal. You got a starter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said much. Don't give me no one outlier. Ain't no lot of starters. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see. Ain't gonna be no lot of starters hopping in the portal. Not no lot of them. No, sir. I can't wait. I can't wait till tomorrow. I see y'all. I got to go.
In the words of Robert Allen, shit me.
Jimmy, what is a lot?
That's the determine that number tomorrow.
No, you determine it.
No.
I say it's not a lot.
No. Just saying this. I'm saying a lot. I'm talking about within the confines of the state of Texas.
Oh, you talking about around here? Ain't no telling what they doing around here. Okay.
No, we can shrink it. Now we can go to national. What would you call a lot?
But you know what, Jim? I got to talk. I can't wait to talk about this story. It's a story that they're not talking about. It's a unique story in this NCAA's tournament. I meant to get to y'all today, but boy, I got a story for y'all. It's unbelievable. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. I got to get out of here, man. They're looking at me crazy. Boy, hey, y'all better get here. Y'all better rush to get here tomorrow.
I'm on time tomorrow, boy.
It's on like a popcorn tomorrow. But I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all later. We'll see y'all later. All right, bye.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.